Hello, my name is Roz Lehman, and I'm the Executive Director for the Iowa Organic Association. Back in December, IOA hosted our annual meeting at the Simpson Barn in Johnston. Unfortunately, we did not have the technology available to share with you the wonderful presentations given by Dr. Joel Gruber from Western Illinois University and our farmer panel, Tom Franson, Bryce Earlbeck, and Linda Wattenville. All were excellent and provided a wide range of organic information, experiences, and resources for those who were in attendance that evening. Today, I'm going to reproduce the presentation that I gave about our work this past year and what we're looking forward to for 2022. We always welcome your suggestions and feedbacks on how we can best meet the needs of Iowa's organic community. First, I do want to recognize and thank all of the essential partners that make IOA possible. I'd like to thank the IOA Board of Directors for your time and commitment to our mission and for working to advance the organic movement across Iowa. Thank you to our sponsors, members, donors, and grantors. As a small nonprofit, we work hard to maximize your contributions in growing Iowa's organic movement. Thank you to the organic community for supporting each other and continuing to advocate and champion for organic practices in Iowa. And again, thank you to our amazing presenters for traveling to our meeting and for sharing their organic insight and experiences with us. And thank you to the businesses who prepared and provided local and organic ingredients for the annual meeting. Steve and Kim Claver with Trail Boss Catering out of Lucas, Iowa. Kim Anderson, IOA board member, and her farm, Blueberry Bottom in Brighton, Iowa. And IOA business member, Tony Thompson, and his business, Prudent Produce, in Elkhart, Iowa, where several products were sourced from local Iowa producers. Thank you to everyone for being a part of this growing and important community. A quick recap of the program agenda. We started at 5 with a member update, which I'm going to recap for you right now. At 5:30, we took a break to enjoy our meal and some drinks and mingling and networking with folks in the room that night. At 6, we reconvened and Dr. Joel Gruber presented recent organic research and shared his 2021 field report. And then we heard from the IOA member farmer panel, who discussed the impact of organic on their farms and in their community. For those of you who are new to IOA or haven't been to one of our programs or presentations, I just wanted to provide just a brief background to give you a little bit of history and information about who we are. Our mission is to advance organic agriculture and food systems in Iowa. We were established in 2006 as a statewide nonprofit organization focused on organic education, advocacy, outreach, and community cooperation. And our members are a diverse community of farmers, gardeners, food and farm businesses, advocates, and consumers who champion organic practices and products. And we advanced organic through the following activities. We provide education programs like on-farm field days, webinars, technical workshops. We've done some facility tours. We provide some online resources and even coordinated the Midwest Organic Pork Conference. We conduct outreach through conferences, trade shows, and community events. We also provide information through our website, our bi-monthly e-news. We have an event calendar on our website. We're out on all the different social media channels. We have an Iowa Organic listserv, as well as using the U.S. Postal Mail to stay connected with our community. We conduct advocacy to educate policy leaders about organic practices, benefits, and opportunities for greater organic participation in Iowa. We want to mobilize you, our members, supporters, and stakeholders so you can support our work in advancing the organic movement in Iowa. And finally, we want to build an organic community. We want to be sure we're connecting organic experts, stakeholders, and farmers with each other, and that they have the resources available to support and strengthen Iowa's organic community. So let's take a look at 2021 education and outreach activities. First, I'm going to provide a little bit of background on why we conducted this work. So Iowa lacks readily available organic technical expertise, whether it's in the county offices or in the state and federal offices. Organic success in Iowa has truly been a case of farmers helping farmers navigate standards, resources, and support amongst each other. So we developed a program that was funded by SARE, the Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education Program, to develop a series of regional full-day workshops that provides an introduction about organic and shares available resources with technical service providers and agricultural consultants to help farmers in their communities who are interested in organic production. We were able to deliver 8 workshops before COVID hit. Then we moved that work online and delivered 4 3-hour webinars, which can be found online on our YouTube channel or in an archive listing on the IOA website. During the COVID hiatus, we were also fortunate to connect with the NRCS and deliver 3 workshops to over 260 NRCS staff, and we hope to continue working with the field staff to expand this knowledge base. So far, we have reached over 500 technical service providers with this information over the last 2.5 years, with the main target audience being the NRCS, Extension, IDALs, FSA, Soil and Water Conservation Districts, crop insurance agents, farm lenders, farming organization, farmers, and students. Anyone really who was interested in learning more about the National Organic Program and organic standards and organic production rotations for Iowa, welcome to attend. And then recently we received a REAP grant, the Iowa DNR's Resource Enhancement and Protection Program, to reach students in colleges across Iowa who are taking classes in agriculture, conservation, and environmental sciences. Olga Redding, our education and outreach coordinator, presented at 10 colleges this fall with a farmer from each region. So far, she has reached 327 students with information about organic production and certification. She will be again presenting with farmers, hopefully on the farm this spring at those same colleges, hoping to reach the same class as well as some new students who have enrolled in those courses. The goal of the Growing Organic Expertise effort is to introduce the topic of organic and the many benefits it provides to the farm, environment, and community. No one is having these conversations about organic. So we're out here breaking the ice, letting folks know that organic is an opportunity to address some of our conservation and our climate challenges in the state of Iowa. So we've been very successful, and we really hope with your support and with the community support, we'll be able to continue delivering that information. So additionally, we developed the Organic Inspection video series to prevent different stages and aspects of the organic certification process. In the videos, we featured Denise O'Brien in her farm out of Atlantic, Iowa, her vegetable farm, and Jude Becker and his hog farm in Dyersville, Iowa. The information is now available. It's up on our website. It's listed under our Growing Organic Expertise webpage under Programs and Resources. So take a minute, check it out, and kind of get an overview about each part of that inspection process that each organic operation has to go through each year. The Midwest Organic Pork Conference, we launched the first conference ever organized in the United States around organic pork in 2019. And due to both COVID and industry challenges, and those challenges being a lack of viable markets, processing options, or available breeding stock, has us scaling back a little bit on a full conference. Fortunately, we were able to build a collaborative relationship during the pandemic with Moses, and we were able to deliver a full slate of organic pork-related programming during their collaborative virtual conference earlier this year, or February 2021. For February 2022, we are helping coordinate organic pork presentations for what will now be the in-person conference. And we look forward to being able to continue offering resources for those that are interested in raising and processing and providing organic pork options. And then another project that's new to the organization, Gary Huber, IOA board member and former director of the Iowa Food Co-op, he's leading a rural business development grant to help 3 businesses that produce and distribute local foods address some of the unique circumstances and challenges that each one of those businesses face. And those businesses are Spring Lake Organic Farm in Red Oak, Jim Nisley with Organic Greens in Kelowna, and the Rare Market out of Mount Ayr. So look for more details about this program coming throughout the next few months. You can get that information through our e-news, and hopefully we'll have some information on our social media outlets. So let's move on and look at some of the field events that we conducted over the past year. As you all are familiar, we were really limited in the amount of face-to-face time that we were able to develop over 2021, but we did continue our education and outreach efforts with a few in-person field events this year. So I want to thank Kim Anderson, IOA board member, and Blueberry Bottom for hosting members this year in July for a very small ice cream social event on her farm. We also hosted a field day in Dakota City where over 100 people gathered to learn about the new organic grain elevator in that community. We hope to offer you more opportunities to connect on the farm in 2022. So webinars, we delivered over a dozen webinars, as did many organizations over the past year. So Olga has delivered a full suite of webinars on organic related topics, and these can be found online on our website. We have a webinar page, as well as on our YouTube channel. So you can just search for Iowa Organic Association and you would be able to see all of the available content that we have out there on that channel. One thing I do want to mention is about our YouTube channel is that when IOA reaches 1,000 subscribers, meaning you like our page and learn and get notifications when we post new content, we will start to receive income for folks viewing our content. So we'd love for you to help us to get to 1,000 subscribers. So maybe after you watch this video today, you'll take some time to head out and see what we have available on the YouTube channel. Olga has also been on the road quite a bit this fall. In addition to the college visits, she's been making the rounds at farm conferences and trade shows. She was at the Iowa Organic Conference in November, Big Soil event in December, just a few days before our annual meeting. We're getting ready to attend Moses this coming weekend, or PFI conference, excuse me. We're getting ready to attend the PFI conference this coming weekend. And then we look forward to seeing folks in person at Moses, February 24th, 25th, and 26th. So we hope to see some of you at those events. And as always, please let us know if there are other opportunities to represent organic in your communities. We're happy to come out and share our information. In addition to that, both Olga and I are available to come talk about organic with your organization, social groups, lunch and learns, partner on webinars. Don't hesitate to ask. We like talking about organic and getting that information out to folks in different interest areas. So there are several ways to keep connected with IOA and our programs. You can find us on mainstream social media outlets. You can sign up to receive our bi-monthly e-newsletter. We also have a listserv for the organic community to interact with each other with questions, information, and support. So next, I just want to share with you, remind folks that we do have this Iowa Organic Resource Directory. It was just recently updated, October 2021, so we have new copies hot off the press. And the Iowa Organic Resource Directory provides organic and transitioning producers a range of resources to help encourage widespread success. We are always looking for new resources to add to the directory and to update any of the bad information that you may come across. So please let us know about resources that you use that you think would be helpful to other producers. I'd also like to point out, we do recognize and highlight our IOA business members and sponsors throughout the directory, so you are aware of the folks that are supporting the work of our organization. So if you'd like a copy, let me or Olga know. We're happy to mail those out. Stop by the PFI or Moses booth. We'll have them with us there. So hope to see you in the next few months. So let's take a look at our 2021 policy activities. States all around Iowa are advancing organic priorities by implementing programs to support farmers in transition. They're conducting greater organic research and increasing technical expertise and support. As a worldwide leader in agriculture, we want to ensure Iowa is not left behind and is at the forefront of this organic movement. This summer, we began actively connecting with Iowa policy leaders about organic information and practices to increase knowledge, support, and resources for greater organic production in Iowa. So again, with like the growing organic expertise, we're just starting with the basics. We're breaking the ice. We're introducing the topic. We want folks to know that organic is really a tool and a solution to many of our conservation, climate, rural development, environmental challenges in this state. Organic is a $62 billion industry that continues to grow 10% annually, and it's the fastest growing agricultural sector in the United States. 80% of US households buy organic products, and consumers are choosing products and practices that are in line with their values. Currently, the US imports over 70% of its organic grain for feed. And Iowa is the #1 producer of organic corn and soybeans, and yet less than 1% of Iowa's agriculture is in organic production. Iowa farmers should be stepping in to meet that domestic demand, rather than surrendering those profits and ecosystem benefits to other nations. Another bonus for domestic production is that recently the U.S. Department of Commerce imposed an 18.8% tariff on soybean meal coming in from India. India is one of the largest importers of organic soybeans and soybean meal into the United States. The tariff will address concerns of fraud in government subsidies that have undercut market competition among U.S. and other organic producers. So these current $32 organic beans are likely to continue until or if other imports are sourced to meet that demand. Organic production, land management, and conservation is a tried and true tool that can help Iowa reach and exceed nutrient reduction strategy goals. IDLE's Water Quality Initiative incentivizes farmers to adopt healthy soil and water conservation practices on their farms, using cover crops, extended rotations, and edge of field practices, all of which are required as part of an organic production system. A whole farm approach to protecting and enhancing the farm and the surrounding natural resources. Increased organic production, especially in targeted watershed areas, can help deliver desired environmental and economic return for Iowa farmers. Organic operations are voluntarily inspected annually to ensure practices adhere to the standards and guidelines, thus requiring little to no added oversight and involvement from other state and federal entities. We could be doing more in terms of promoting and getting the word out about organic and the opportunities available to farmers across the state. Organic research, as with technical expertise, is lagging in Iowa and across the U.S. Greater research about viable rotations for Midwest producers, or best management practices for weed and pest control, or the economic and environmental benefits of organic production are needed to help farmers succeed in the organic industry. Recently, Paul Muggy, an IOA board member, shared research co-authored by Matt Lehman at Iowa State about the value and outcomes of longer, diversified rotations in organic production systems. We can also point to another Iowa State University study conducted by the late Dr. Cindy Cambardella and Dr. Kathleen Dellett that demonstrates that organic farming practices can improve water quality in Midwestern subsurface drained landscapes. All three of these studies you can contact me. I'm happy to share those, and I hope to be getting those up on our website soon. But know that we have this information, that current, valid, Iowa-based information that we are sharing with policy leaders, with our members, and other stakeholders to kind of raise awareness about the many benefits and opportunities that organic provides. We are introducing and sharing organic information with key decision and policy makers to help grow organic practice and production in this state. For those of you that are producers out there, ask for more resources. Ask for more support from your county NRCS, Extension, and FSA offices. Ask them for organic resources. The more they hear from us in the organic community, the better chance we have at filling these gaps in technical support and research and resources. And if you can't find the answers that you need in those county offices, you can always call us. We'll help you find the answers that you need. So in addition to sharing some of the state policy work that we've been doing, I want to share with you some of the federal policy issues that we've been keeping an eye on. So IOA is a member of the Organic Farmers Association and the National Organic Coalition. So we often follow their lead on most of the national issues, and we will share with you their information and action alerts to keep you apprised of what's going on federally in regards to the National Organic Program and organic interests. Organic organizations like OFA, NOC, and the Organic Trade Association have been pushing Congress for an additional $20 million in pandemic aid to help transitioning certified organic operations with business and education related expenses. This deadline has been extended to February 4th, so it's still within the next week and a half. However, I want to point out that there's some new funding available for folks that are going through transition and do not have certification. Where the OCCSP traditionally has just provided cost share for certified operations, this new pandemic money will help provide some support for those farmers that are going through transition. And those that includes business-related expenses, soil test. It could be attending a conference to learn more about organic production or management and that type of thing. So you can file for that funding through FSA, your county FSA office. If you're having trouble figuring it out through that avenue, you can reach out to me or Olga, and we are here to help and get that information filed away in a timely manner. And for those of you, this is pandemic aid, and it does have a deadline of February 4th, but just keep that information handy going forward, because we hope to see this become a permanent part of that cost share program. So additionally, I have a seat on the OFA Policy Committee, and I participate in their monthly policy meetings. So that kind of helps me stay apprised of what's happening federally. Last year in March, IOA members and stakeholders from across Iowa participated in a lobby day with OFA and NOC. All of Iowa's delegation, Senate and House members were connected with, and different issues such as cost share, organic enforcement, the NOP rulemaking process were discussed with these different staffers in these congressional members' offices. So again, small capacity, we don't have the ability to be up there paying attention to what's happening in Washington, D.C. on a regular basis. So we have these great organizations who are keeping us informed and keeping you informed about what's happening nationally. So now I'd like to look forward and share with you some of our goals for 2022. We're definitely want to look towards activities that help increase organic technical support and resources in the state. Continue to deliver in-person, on the ground organic field days, as well as our online webinars and educational opportunities. Continue providing you the information you need with like organic events, research, news, keeping you informed so you can be successful in your business or operation. Develop an organic mentor program. We are lacking the technical expertise in the state of Iowa, and farmers really are the best tool and resource when it comes to those looking to transition, expand, or diversify their operation. So we'd really like to be able to capitalize on that seasoned knowledge that we have in the state of Iowa and bring that to farmers in their communities who are also interested in implementing organic practices on their farms. We want to continue conversations with Iowa's policymakers to advance organic, to create programs, to provide funding, provide some support for these conservation farming practices that organic offers. And we definitely work hard to increase our membership and our sponsors and partnerships so we can continue to advance our mission and the work that we do each day. Though our fundraising efforts continue to increase annually, our sponsorships and memberships only account for 40% of our annual operating budget, which is about $120,000 a year. We are filling that gap with grant funds and organization assets, and we continue to explore new relationships and funding opportunities to advance organic. So we want you to know we are so grateful for your continued and generous financial support. And we couldn't be doing this work without you. And is why I'm asking you if you would consider an additional donation above the membership amount when you receive this year's appeal. Or recruit a friend or neighbor who is excited about organic to become a member to the organization. Representation is just as important as investment. IOA's board, staff, sponsors, and members have built a solid foundation, and we must sustain this work and this staff. Together, we are a tenacious team committed to growing the organic movement in Iowa. So for our next slides, I want to share with you a little bit of member business that we conducted at the annual meeting. So we talked a bit about our board of directors. IOA's board of directors provides the leadership, direction, and support needed to develop the organizational goals, priorities, and programs. Our board members serve a 3-year term. They provide an annual donation to the organization. They attend meetings, participate at events, recruit new board members, and support organic whenever possible. So if you or you know of someone who would be a great who represents organic and who would be a great addition to our board of directors, please reach out to myself or any of our board members, and we can get you the paperwork necessary to start that process. Next up, so at our annual meeting is where we conduct member business, and that could be anything from new priorities to bylaw changes, but it really most of the time it revolves around electing and re-electing board members to the organization. So this year we had 2 board members whose terms were expired and are seeking to be re-elected to the board of directors. And so we had Eric Madsen from Atlanta, Iowa, his second term. This would become his second term to the organization. And then Paul Muggy from Sutherland, Iowa, which would be his 3rd term to the organization. And the members present in the room that night unanimously voted to accept the re-election of both Paul and Eric. So we are so excited to have them continue on our team. We also celebrated the service and leadership of 2 very special people to IOA and Iowa's organic community. Kent Boyum and Patty Naylor are both stepping down from their role as IOA directors. However, they will continue to remain near and dear to our community and our future ambitions. So thank you to Kent Boyum. Kent is an originating advisor and founding board member to the Iowa Organic Association. This is circa 2005 and probably even earlier to 2005. So he's been here since the very beginning. He serves as the Director of Economic Development and Government Relations for the Maharishi Vedic City and also manages the Maharishi World Peace Vedic Organics, a 3-acre USDA certified organic vegetable and flower greenhouse operation. We're so grateful for your over 18 years, 2 decades worth of service to this movement and organization. We wish you well on your future endeavors. Next up, Patty Naylor. Patty farms with her husband, George, and Sherdan. They grow organic corn, soybeans, oats, hay, cider, apples, and chickens. They are a shining example of a diverse organic operation. Patty joined as a director in 2019. And for those that that know her, she is a passionate advocate and author for agriculture, farm, food justice, and the principles of food sovereignty. Both Patty and George write on their blog, clarityonparity.com. So give that, go check that out when you have a chance. And again, I want to thank Patty for her strong leadership and support and vision of the work that we've been doing with her here at the organization over the last 3 years. So thank you so much for both you and Kat for your commitment and your leadership in this organic movement. So to recap, the annual meeting was just the right amount of great company, food, spirit, and organic education. And we really hope you can be with us and join us again next year. And in the meantime, check us out on our website, the resources that are out there. You can join as a member or provide a donation, iowaorganic.org. You can contact me at info@iowaorganic.org or by phone 515-608-8622. So we look forward to hopefully seeing you soon, and thanks for all your help and support in advancing the organic movement in Iowa. Take care.